Hello friends, MOT, Inorganic Chemistry paper 2nd, the last point for molecular orbital theory for complexes will be the effect of pi bonding on complexes. Effect of pi bonding on the complexes. So actually, if on a ligand, if on ligand the T2G orbitals are available, so actually in sigma bonding complexes, the T2G orbitals are non-bonding, so they do not take part in bond formation. But if on ligand T2G orbitals are available, if on ligand T2G orbitals are available, then they also combine depending upon symmetry, geometry and energy, and they can form composite ligand orbitals. Now this composite T2G composite ligand orbital overlap with T2G metal orbital, and it can form pi T2G and pi star T2G molecular orbitals. But there are two types of T2G orbitals are available on ligand. Sometimes it may be empty. So empty ligand, if ligand is empty, it has high energy. As it is empty, so it accepts the electron. Means empty ligand orbital of high energy. Sometimes the ligand T2G orbitals are filled. And if those are filled, those have low energy. Means ligand having T2G orbital are of two types. Sometimes it may be empty ligand, then it has high energy, or it may be filled ligand, then it has low energy. If empty ligand is there, it is acceptor of electron. If filled ligand is, it is a donor of electron. And actually, here the effect of empty ligand and effect of filled ligand is different. So in first part I have shown the diagram. So it is actually form complexes containing sigma bonding part is there. So it is a non-bonding T2G orbital. Those remain as it is. If empty ligand orbitals of high energy are available, so it has high energy, then non-bonding is star. So this high energy T2G composite ligand orbital then overlap with non-bonding metal electrons by summation type or by subtraction type. If it overlap by summation type, so we get the pi T2G bonding molecular orbital, and if it is overlap by subtraction type, then we get pi T2G anti-bonding molecular orbital. So we know that there is a gap between non-bonding T2G and E star is 10 dq or delta O in sigma bonding complexes. Now, if empty ligand orbitals of high energy are available on ligand, they form composite ligand orbital, and pi T2G and pi star T2G molecular orbitals are formed. Therefore, the metal electrons will enter in pi T2G and E star. Pi T2G molecular orbital and Ag antibonding molecular orbital. So the delta O value increases to delta O0, delta O prime. Means here energy gap between these two levels, pi T2G and Ag star, is definitely increases. So delta O, the energy gap between pi T2G and Ag star is considered as high. So I call it as a prime. I call it as a prime, as a pi T2G orbital is there. So this gap, delta O, is the gap between non-bonding and antibonding Ag. Now delta O prime is the energy gap between pi T2G, pi T2G molecular orbital and Ag anti-bonding molecular orbital, and such type of pi bond is called as metal to ligand pi bonding is there, because metal electrons will enter in ligand pi bonding orbital, so it is called as metal to ligand pi bonding. If empty ligand having high energy is available, the net effect is that delta O increases to delta O prime, and such type of pi bonding is called as metal to ligand pi bonding. Now if T2G orbitals which are present on ligand are filled, then they behave as a donor of electron. And second type of pi bonding is possible. The filled ligand orbitals have definitely low energy. Filled ligand orbitals have low energy. Again, as usual concept is that in sigma bonding, there is a gap between non-bonding T2G and Ag antibonding molecular orbital is again delta O. But if filled T2G orbitals are available on ligand having low energy, they also combine and they can form composite ligand orbitals. So it have low energy. So again this T2G composite ligand orbital overlap with metal T2G orbital, and it can form pi T2G and pi star T2G molecular orbitals. Now electron present in metal T2G orbital now entered in pi star antibonding molecular orbital, while electrons of T2G ligand orbital entered in pi T2G molecular orbital. So delta O, it is the energy difference between non-bonding T2G and anti-bonding Ag. Now it is, these electrons are entered in pi T2G and it remains as it is, means delta O decreases to delta O double prime if filled ligand orbitals of low energy are available. So delta O, this delta O is actually delta O is nothing but it is a pi star T2G and Ag star. This energy gap is called as delta O prime. Definitely it is small, and therefore such pi bonding is called as ligand to metal pi bonding. If empty ligand are there, then pi bonding is called as metal to ligand pi bonding, and if the field T2 orbitals are available on ligand, this is called as ligand to metal pi bonding. If empty ligand is there, delta O increases to delta O prime. If field ligand T2 orbital is there, then delta O decreases to delta O prime. So means what type of bonding is there, whether for metal to ligand or ligand to metal, it is decided based on the T2 orbital available on ligand is empty or it is filled. So it is a effect. When delta O increases to delta O prime if empty ligand orbital having high energy is available on ligand. If filled ligand orbital of low energy is available on ligand, then delta O decreases to delta O double prime, and hence either metal ligand pi bonding take place or ligand to metal pi bonding take place. So it is a concept of effect of pi bonding on complexes having sigma bonding, means delta O increases or it may be the decreases. Delta O increases to delta O prime or delta O decreases to delta O double prime. So it is a effect of pi bonding on octahedral complexes. Then we have to consider another article, that will be charge transfer spectra. Charge transfer spectra. So charge transfer spectra. Charge transfer spectra. When the absorption of radiation causes an electronic transition between two molecular orbitals. When absorption of radiation causes electronic transition between two metal orbitals such that one molecular orbital, when absorption of radiation causes an electronic transition between two molecular orbitals in a such way that one molecular orbital is concentrated on one atom and other molecular orbital is concentrated on another atom. Okay? If two MOs are there, electronic transition take place between these two MOs, means if one MO is concentrated, more concentrated, another MO is less concentrated, then here the transfer of charge take place. Such means when absorption of radiation causes an electronic transition between two molecular orbitals in such a way that one MO is concentrated on one atom while other MO is more concentrated on different atom, then it is called charge transfer transition. And the plot of molar absorbance, again frequency or wavelength, is called as charge transfer spectra. Transitions are called as charge transfer transitions are there. Okay? The graph of molar absorbance, again frequency or wavelength, is called as charge transfer spectra. And the transition from one MO to another MO is called as charge transfer transitions are there. These are more intense as compared to DD transition. These are more intense, means have high frequency as compared to a DD transition, and mostly these are present in ultraviolet region. So there are three types of charge transfer transitions are there. In these, actually first transition is ligand to metal. First transition is ligand to metal transition is there. Ligand to metal transition. Ligand to metal transition, due to reduction process it occurs. Due to reduction process, such type of transition is observed. Second one will be again form ligand to metal transition, or second will metal to ligand transition. Second will be metal to ligand transition. It is occurs due to oxidation process. And third is also form ligand to metal transition. Third is also form ligand to metal transition is there. Okay? When absorption of radiation causes an electronic transition between two MO such that one MO is concentrated on one atom, second MO is concentrated on another atom, then transfer of charge take place, and that transitions are called as charge transfer transition. When you plot a graph of molar absorbance against frequency or wavelength of radiation, the graph is known as charge transfer spectra, and if transition of charge take place, then it is called as charge transfer transitions. Charge transfer transitions are observed in ultraviolet region. Charge transfer transitions are more intense than DD transition. There are three types of charge transfer transitions are observed. One is ligand to metal transition due to reduction process. Second one only metal to ligand transition due to oxidation, and third is also ligand to metal. Actually, what happened in ligand to metal transition? So in this transition, the transfer of electron take place from a ligand to the metal. So it is called as ligand to metal charge transfer transition. In such transition, electrons form bonding molecular orbitals, are excited to empty T2G or Ag star. So here electrons transfer take place for bonding molecular orbital into non-bonding T2G orbital or anti-bonding Ag star orbital. Okay? Bonding MO, electrons transfer take place to non-bonding T2G or Ag star. That is anti-bonding Ag orbital. Then second type of transition is metal to ligand due to oxidation. In this transition, the transfer of electron take place for metal to ligand orbital, so it is called as metal to ligand transition. In such a transition, electrons form sigma bonding MO, are excited to empty pi antibonding orbitals. So here sigma bonding MO, electrons are shifted or transferred into pi star BMO, means pi star pi antibonding MOs. So it is a particular case. So pi star BMO, sigma BMO electrons are transferred into pi anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Now third type of transition is also possible for ligand to metal. The electrons form field pi orbitals on ligand. Field pi orbitals. Field pi orbitals means it is a T2G. Field pi orbitals on ligand, the charge transfer take place to anti-bonding excited or transfer to anti-bonding molecular orbitals. It may be either Ag star, it may be T1U star, or it may be A1G star also. So these are the three types of transitions are there. Ligand to metal transition due to reduction. Here bonding charge present in bonding molecular orbital transfer into non-bonding T2G or Ag star MO. Metal, second will be metal to ligand transition due to this occur due to oxidation. Sigma bonding molecular orbital charge transfer take place into pi anti-bonding molecular orbitals. Third will be ligand to metal. Here the field pi orbital present on ligand transfer its charge into anti-bonding molecular orbital, either Ag or T1U or A1G also. So it is a charge transfer transitions. So three transitions are there: ligand to metal, metal to ligand, and again ligand to metal. So it is a particular point. Actually we consider somewhat comparison between VBT, CFT, MOT. Okay? Comparison between CBT, VBT, CFT and MOT. So every theory has some advantages and some disadvantages. 100% any theory not explain all the points. Okay, so it is a particular concept. So definitely VBT have some advantages, some limitation. CFT have some advantages, some limitation. MOT have again so many advantages, but it has also some limitations. So that's why 100% practically we cannot use one theory. So simultaneously we have to apply VBT, CFT and MOT. So it is a fourth lecture on topic molecular orbital theory for the complexes. Molecular orbital theory for complexes. So what points I have discussed here? The assumptions of MOT. Then group theoretical term symbol for S orbital, P orbital, then dx y dy z, g zx and dx square minus y square and dz square orbital. Okay, then application of MOT to sigma bonding octahedral complexes. Then MO diagram is there. and MO configuration is there. Then we have considered the first complex, hexaco titanium third, D1 system. Second complex, hexamine nickel second, it is a D8 system. Third complex, COF6 minus 3, COF6 minus 3, high spin complex, and COCN6 minus 3, it is a low spin complex. Then just one today I have explained the effect of pi bonding on complexes, then charge transfer spectra. So these are the points for the topic, that is a molecular orbital theory. Okay.